to build video. And we're going in on the EMP of Death PvP build. Yes, this is going to be a PvP build. You heard it here first. It's a PvP build. I know I don't normally make them as much, but here we are. Nonetheless, we are in we're going to be heading to conflict, and we are going to be utilizing some mechanics that are broken but not broken, but we're waiting to catch a match real quick. Once we catch that match, it is on and bussin'. So let's get this party started. All right. All right. Ooh. Ah, there we go. I thought we was down too. We in here. Okay. I'm running an EMP build, so um, I'm gonna try to get rid of people's skills. Let's see how this goes. All right, Fort McNair. Yes. This would be a good place for this.
Wipe out the enemy before you run out of reinforcements.
All right. Here they come.
Explosive seeker mine detected. System malfunctioning. System restored.
They tried to EMP me. It didn't work.
Hostile defender drone detected.
Oh my God. Zone has flipped. The zone has flipped. It's flipped. It flipped.
boost online. Hostile Leader Hive detected. Agent down. Immediate medical assistance needed.
If the enemy doesn't turn this around, they'll be pulled out.
The boost is being taken by allies. Allies have acquired the boost. Vital signs critical.
I finally got.
Agent deceased. Hostile explosive seeker mine detected. An agent needs assistance. Hostile defender drone detected. Hostile seeker mine detected.
That's one for the friendlies. The enemy just pulled out.
They didn't know what to do. They did not know what to do. They ass panicked. Ooh wee. They tried to get a mortar out on us. Did we take any boost that match? 5 assists. Ugh. Oh boy, 5 assists. No cap. Oh man, the assist is there for this build. Okay, I'm loving. I am Mick loving this. All right. Oh wow. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's get right into it. Here is your EMP of death build right here in all its glory. Okay, I'm running with, for the sheer fact that it's just a good specialization for what I need. I'm running the demolition specialization, which gives me one chance not to be staggered by any incoming explosion, and also it gives me a damage to targets out of cover for my team. And on top of that, it gives me explosive damage, which helps out a piece of gear that I'm running. Now, not just that, there is a passive talent that on reload, my mag, if I'm in a fight and I empty my mag, where is it? Uh, Okay, it's called Crisis Response. When armor is reduced to zero, refills main weapon clip ammo. So therefore, my weapon automatically reload if my armor breaks. And say, for instance, I'm running something like an Unbreakable, that is a clutch talent, but it doesn't have any relevance to this build here because this build here is based on two things. One, it's a full-on skill build, but its only function, and mind you, I forgot to mod this, so it could have did a little bit more radius. I could have had more radius. I could have had more cone size, but that's on me. I could have more skill haste. Like I actually need more skill haste on this thing to make it uh even better, you know. So all right, let's get right into this. Okay, I am running a 4-piece hardwire. Apologies, this is not 3-piece series. This is actually a 4-piece hardwire because I told you all I was going to make this build yesterday. But what happened was when I was in the midst of doing a video, someone pulled out a mortar turret. And this build eats mortar turrets and every other thing to death. You will put out skills quickly, efficiently. Your team will be able to rush in. Those pesky defender drones are gone. Those pesky seekers are gone. They can't use hives really. They really have to catch you with a hive. If they don't catch you with a hive, it's a wrap because the radius on this thing it's so big that you are literally EMPing everything. I'm rolling with the capacitor. We know how capacitance works. Shooting the enemy builds up 40 stacks. At 40 stacks, 1.5% skill damage. Um, I didn't shoot this weapon not one time. I didn't shoot this weapon not one time that match. Not one time. And still got 5 assists on the day. Um, this will officially help you out in short range combat. I would say places like where you can't get your oxidizer at and things of that nature, but with this setup, you can actually get your oxidizer pretty much anywhere. Okay. Now let's go on to the secondary. Of course, I'm running the LV the Lova. I'm gonna say Levo. Laba C with determined on it. I did not fire that weapon not one time. Of course, I'm running with the Harvest pistol. That's the best in slot for me. Now, let's get into the Biomass. The Biomax, toxic delivery, status effects, apply damage over time, dealing a debuff, which I did not use at all. So, I technically don't need the Biomask on this build. I technically don't, but I technically do because EMP is a what? Status effect. So let's get right into it. Total damage dealt is 50% equal to your concussion grenade. Let's see where my concussion grenade is at right now. Concussion grenade is at 1.8 million. So 50% of that damage from a 1.8 million grenade is going to apply for the toxic delivery ticks, which will keep players from rezzing. It will keep down players won't be able to res. Players that are wearing skill builds will take a lot of damage. It's just a monstrous thing. I'm running with 1 piece of China Light for more explosive damage. So we got explosive damage because it helps that concussion grenade, and helping that concussion grenade also helps that biomass. Glass cannon, 25% amplified damage. but I take 50% incoming amplified damage. It's got skill, haste, weapon handling, and crit damage. Apologies. And the filet de resistance, the 4-piece hardwire with the backpack. I'll explain the backpack's problem for players in a second. But 15% skill haste, 15% skill damage, 30% skill repair, feedback loop. Whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skill's cooldown automatically is reduced by 30 seconds, while increased total skill damage and repair by 10% for 20 seconds. Feedback loop can occur every 10 seconds. All right. So every 10 seconds, I can get a skill back. Of course, I'm running with skill damage rolled everywhere because I'm not really worried about, well, I got a skill haste mod on there, and I got skill damage on here. But let's get into the backpack talent. The backpack talent, short current, decrease feedback loop, cooldown from 10 to 5 seconds. And in PvP, every second counts. We know that. We have been in these matches. We understand that. And as you can see, you can help your team out. If they're running gunners or they want to be glass cannon wearers, it does not matter, because once you put that oxidizer down and they're getting shot at, they're getting some of that oxidized, then you EMP their skills. So now they can't even stagger you with a what do you call that thing? Seeker mine or a sticky. They have to come up with a game plan to stop you, because if you're the EMP guy, their job is to stop you at this point, because for simple fact is you are the one that is the bane of their existence at that point in time. Now, this can be run with a sticky, this can be run with a fire starter, this can be run with I would say a mortar turret. This can be ran multiple different ways. You choose your battle. I'm just saying, choose your own battle. Play chess, not checkers, and you will have an amazing time with this build. All right, you can copy and paste this at any level. At any level, mind you, no expertise, no expertise, no expertise, no expertise, no expertise, no expertise. The only thing that has expertise on it is the capacitor, and it's only at 15. No expertise, no expertise. Only one expertise, okay? No modifiers, none of that. Oh, but how does this work in PvE? You might ask. Okay, let's check it out. We're gonna do the first part of the Lincoln Memorial. That's a good test, isn't it? You want it on heroic or do you want it on challenging? You pick your poison, everybody. I got you for whatever you want. Whatever you want. Oh, it's already on heroic, so let's just start it up here. Let's see what this thing can do.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons' forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Thank you. Come again. Next. Oh, really?
Serious trauma detected. Immediate medical assistance needed.
I let him get too close.
Agent killed.
I let him get too close. That's on me. But I had to deal with some other characters before I was able to get this thing going. Because technically, I wasn't supposed to let nobody come past here.
Serious trauma detected. Immediate medical assistance needed.
And oh, there's no surviving that. Ooh. Ugh.
Vital
You're
signs
gone.
critical.
Next on the hit list. You know what's happening. You know what's happening. You know exactly what's happening. What you doing? Look at that.
Immediate medical
Oh, you
assistance
gotta be
needed.
kidding me. I missed him. Here's one to the face. Stay right there.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the
There we
memorial
go.
compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between.
Well, it's a different type of play style. Playing in PvE versus the PvP. You gotta actually play very, very tactical with this thing. Please tell me this is the piece I'm looking for, and it is not the piece I'm looking for. I am looking for a six-piece build, which is 3-piece Brazos and 3-piece Lingmo. I'll explain that build to you later, but hey, right now that's what I'm looking for. Are you now? Oh wow. You sure do. Who's over here? Nobody? There we go. Unsuspecting victim. Just sitting there ticking away. Go ahead and die. Die, die, die. Ah, come on, guys. Come on, wave number 2. Is that it? I know that ain't it. Oh my God, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Oh my goodness. That got cleared up pretty quick. Ooh, nice repair skill mod. Pick up my armor kits. Because Lord knows I may or may not need them. All right. We're about to call this quits in a second. I just had to check a couple emails real quick. You know how that goes. Life of a working person, you know? Yep, they didn't make it. You ain't lying. Get rid of you. get rid of you. Good job.
Serious trauma detected.
No, they one tap me. Oh, they one tap me. That damn person one tap me. But as you can see, you can, if you play strategically, you can do PvE with this build. And of course, you can switch this to infinite seeker mines, where you can throw out seeker mines every so often. Like you can literally do a bunch of stuff. You can do a hive, put down your hive. You can do some crazy stuff with this build. I'm gonna tell you that now. I really like this build. This is one of my favorite builds to run. As you can see, it is in my loadouts. Yes, it is. That is in my loadouts. So I don't want you to think that I'm just putting out builds that I do not use. This time I use the oxidizer. Most of the time I use a seeker mine, okay? The seeker mine does a lot of explosive damage and it also applies a bleed. But if you use the cluster seeker mines, you know how that goes. And this is another one that I use is my EMP sticky. Of course, you know I like my EMP sticky, and this is the one that's on demolitionist. This is the one that you're seeing now with the EMP and the oxidizer. I like them both. They both are very disruptive builds. These will disrupt the flow of any game. They can change the flow and they can change the flow and they can change the direction of any type of PvP match if you decide to play conflict or go to the dark zone. If you go to the dark zone, I would not suggest this build solo. I would suggest this build with multiple people, because if you go in solo with this build, you may have a little trouble in the dark zone, unless you're farming landmarks or something like that, but then you're going to run into rogue agents. We all know how that goes. Well, you can copy and paste one of these beautiful builds. You can use technician or demolitionist. It just depends on your preference. This is your boy Anubis Can't Be Stopped. And as always, I give you this tidbit that my watch level is 7,697 and growing. So my damage is going to be different from someone that just turned on the game. Okay? And I will mark that my oxidizer is only at a level 12, okay? My oxidizer is only at a level 12, so I only got 12% extra damage on this thing. I can get this up higher. I could get this up to 27, and then this oxidizer would do a lot more in PvP and, well, PvE, PvP Dark Zone, okay? But not PvP conflict. Best conflict to play is skirmish. The second best is team elimination, and the last one, and no one plays, is uh, domination. That is a really weird mode to play. It's really weird to play. I really don't like it. The best one is skirmish. I think they should have more skirmish maps, but that's just me. And I think Ubisoft is trying to make a comeback with Division, and we'll get into that in another video that I'm going to put out. I'm going to be talking about the state of Ubisoft, the stock, the moves that they're making with Assassin's Creed and Division and some of the other titles that they have, X Defiant and things of that nature. We're trying to see what these live service games will do. And we're going to try to see what we can accomplish with all the stuff that they've given us in Division, and what's the future of Division 1, 2, and 3 at this point, from my point of view, not anyone else's. So stay tuned, like and subscribe to the video. There will be more on this to come. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Stay frosty out there, agents.